expectations are quite high for this guitar because everyone's raved about it. Don't start charging £600–700 for Epiphones, it's unnecessary. And welcome back, or welcome for the first time. Very excited today to have finally got our hands on one of these Epiphone Les Paul Special. We're a bit late to the party reviewing these. First time around, left it too late, and by the time I decided to try and get one, they were all sold out. So I've had to wait a few months, and they've finally come back into the stock in the UK. It's now the beginning of March in 2021. And it looks like everyone's just had a delivery of Epiphones. So here we are. I must say, fairly mustardy colour Epiphone Les Paul Special. Yes. It's not the yellow of the Gibson one. There you go. Let's have a look. There's a bit of paper to protect the strings. It's got the... I mean, obviously, loads of people have reviewed these, but got some great reviews, so I thought it was about time to get hold of one. Compare it to some of the other specials we've got around the studio here. Oh, hello, look at that. Wobbly screw. Okay, these are interesting. First discoveries, completely wobbly screw. Okay, let's just put that up finger tight. Okay, I must admit, I'm not a big fan of the mustard colour. It's not really a TV yellow, is it? It's kind of a... Well, Harley Benton do one, don't they? Which they call, I think they call it a dirty mustard. And I'm just actually looking at the screen. It actually looks yellow on the screen that I'm looking at in front of me now. But in real life, it's kind of more of a mustard colour. But I think that was the point. The TV yellow was designed to look the right colour on telly. And so maybe there's a bit of weird voodoo going on here. I'm not really sure. Anyway. This is it. Maybe it's not a good start to go on about the colour anyway. Chunky neck. Let's tune this up. I don't know. I don't know. My expectations. I feel a bit deflated already because it's the weird colour. My expectations are quite high for this guitar because everyone's raved about it. Nice open. It's got a nice unplugged sound straight away. The first thing that strikes you about a Special is how lovely and resonant they are unplugged. Let's see what it sounds like plugged in. Been messing around with the amps a little bit, trying to get one that really makes the guitar shine. I'm now using the Supro Blues King 12, which is a great little amp. We should do a thing on it at some point. So here's some clean sounds on the neck pickup only. Together. It's a very enjoyable guitar. Really plays nice, really plays nice. It's got it all going on, as I hope you can hear. I just don't really like the colour that much. It's kind of a bit mustardy. But it does look all right on the screen, so I suppose you don't look at yourself when you're playing it anyway, so it doesn't really matter, does it? Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to go into all the detail about the fit and finish and stuff like that. At the end of the day, it's still a fairly cheap guitar at, what was it, £339. So you wouldn't expect, you know, to have perfect paint job. I don't think you should be nitpicking about things like that for a guitar in this price point. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, because there's not. But I'm not going to go over it with a fine-tooth comb to try and find fault with it, because it is what it is. It's a £339 Les Paul Special copy. The version of the Gibson's original is silly money now. They're I don't know, the standard version of this is £1,400 or something like that, and the Les Paul Special Tribute is about £900. We've got one of those, and we're going to compare it to this and see what the difference is. For £339, these Epiphones, they really do the job, as long as you're not super fussy about having the name Gibson on the headstock. In days gone by, that brand name on the headstock was a must-have. In recent years, I think maybe less so. Probably nowadays, it's probably cooler to have Epiphone on the headstock than Gibson. So yeah, I mean, some of the reviews said this should be more expensive. Well, I don't agree with that, but I think that some Epiphones now are very expensive. They're getting up to the £600 or £700 and maybe even more, and I don't think that's right. I think that's a price point that should be reserved for guitars with the name Gibson on the headstock. So if people want to pay for that brand name, then they should pay that sort of money. Epiphone has always been about, for the younger generation, I suppose, and for the more affordable guitars, and they really hit the nail on the head with this particular series and the Coronet that we did recently as well. Though this sort of price point is brilliant. Don't start charging £600-700 for Epiphones. It's unnecessary. This is what we're looking for. Great price point, great guitar, a great copy of the original, made by obviously a company owned by Gibson. So they're right. They've got all the parts in the right places. There's nothing, you know, there's nothing phony about this guitar at all. It's proper. So, you know, this is what we want. But not mustard yellow. That's for Harley Benton to do that, surely. Give me a brighter yellow colour, please. I'm joking. It's really not a big deal, to be honest with you. And it might just be the lights in here, or maybe I'm colourblind. Who knows? It's £339. It's a proper Les Paul Special. It's got the right name on the headstock, really, Epiphone. If you want to spend an extra grand, go and buy the Gibson version, but, you know, I think it's probably just a brand thing.